And, and don't mind recording. This is something that always gets recorded, but um, I do apologize. It's just late at night. I have, kids and all this stuff. I gotta get ready and all of that, and get home from work and etc. But how are you?
I'm good. It's been a pretty good day so far. It's not as hot as it has been, so that's
Where are you
good. How
from?
are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I honestly can't complain. Very, very hard week, but it builds character. This week has thrown a whole bunch of wrenches in business, but at the same time, we got through it, right? We're still here, so can't complain. So tell me a little bit about what you want to do. What is your goal? Like, where are we trying to go? What are we trying to do?
Yeah,
Tell
so
me, tell me, tell me.
yeah, so basically, just to give you a backstory, I'm 20 years old and I went to Coastal Carolina for 2 semesters and then saw the debt that I would have to pay afterwards, and I just decided that it was probably in my best interest to just move on from college and try to start my own business. So I came back home and started detailing and reselling anything I could find online. I tried drop shipping,
Okay.
just basically all over the place. And I'm at a point now where I'm constantly going into work to 9 to 5 to get the same paycheck, and I'll stack up money to reinvest into myself. For example, the last thing I invested into was a camera, because I've got Final Cut for about 4 years, I'd say now. So I'm pretty good at editing, and I tried to get a camera to go in and do social marketing for businesses around me. And once I got in and tried to do camera work and everything, they basically just said, "Hey, we got an iPhone. We don't really need you." So it kind of just I'm going through the trial and error phases of everything, basically investing into different things, trying to find um, just a good niche, I'd say, just something to where I can be financially stable, as well as not only make myself better, but the people around me, make them better, and just to grow as a team, if that makes sense.
Who do you want to make better? Like, what? Why? What do you want to be better for?
Um,
What's your why?
I would say it's for myself, but it's really for not only my future self, but for my family and
Okay.
closest people around me.
Okay.
My why, it's hard to explain. I've just been there's countless nights that I've just been up, just trying to find something like to make an extra $20 just so I won't have to worry about paying for like a meal the next day, or
Mm.
paying my mom an extra $500 just so she don't have to worry about the rent, because I see her struggling, and she's slowly slipping through the cracks of the recession or whatever's going on right now, and it's just struggling to see everything in front of me and not really knowing what direction to take or what step to take, because everything that I've saved up and invested into has just been trial and error.
Mm. Okay.
So again, I just to get this out of the way, I do really appreciate you taking your time and helping people like this. It's honestly a blessing. It's incredible. Thank you.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I appreciate that. Thank you for the acknowledgement. And one, I will say this. Well, the way I look at it, to be completely honest with you, is I'm helping people, but they're also helping me because, you know, being an entrepreneur is lonely. It's hard. It's you have to adapt. Um, and I've been in life, I've had times I was dead broke, sleeping under cars,
Yep.
homeless.
Yep.
And then I had days where I had all the money I wanted, but didn't know what to spend it on because I had nobody in my corner, nobody around me because
Mm-hmm.
I was an asshole, you know. Um, so I had a taste of both worlds,
Yeah.
and one thing I will say is that why is very important because
Mm-hmm.
it's like one thing I realized I'm 28, about to be
Mm-hmm.
29 on August 3rd, right?
Well,
And
happy early birthday.
thank you, bro. Thank you. And I just want to say, like, you really should commend yourself, pat yourself on the back, because for you to be seeking the information at this age, and serious about it, you know, because a lot of 20-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 17-year-olds, even 16-year-olds are looking, but for you to be serious about it and book a call,
Mhm.
you know, serious about it to the point to where you're willing to invest and try and learn, that I think it says a lot about your character, but also it really, I think, shows you how much you believe in yourself, right? I tell
Yeah,
people all the time, you know, I want this as bad as I want to breathe, right? And
exactly. Yeah,
I will die trying to make what I want to happen, right? There's no giving up in me. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly. And
Uh,
I saw I've been watching your YouTube videos, and that's really what inspired me to just
yeah, I
try
appreciate
to
it.
do it. Yeah, because when you said it at first, I was watching, like, I think it was the third or fourth video, and it was, you said the Kanye quote, and I was
Yep.
just like, damn, like that's exactly how I'm feeling, you know. Like every
Yeah,
second, you got to live every second, you know.
right. And it's like you're on a good path. One thing I will say, right? You're 20 years old. You invested in the camera. You're good at editing.
Mhm.
You understood that college honestly is a scam, to be honest with you. You know
Yeah.
it's a scam, right? A lot of us, we go to college because our parents, you know, they have that expectation and they place it on us in general ever since
Mhm.
we were young. So we kind of feel pressured. But one thing I will say, I didn't go to college. My mother said, if you don't go to college, you have to get out of my house.
Exactly.
That's
Yep.
that's the reason I'm an entrepreneur. Because my mom was so hard on me. So what I would say is I like to talk about the problems, but a lot of things I think what I try to separate myself with YouTube is it's not the numbers, the views, the subscribers, but it's really honestly me saying, okay, instead of just offering people videos saying, hey guys, this is how much I made from Shopify today, and you know,
Hmm.
show you fake screenshots or show you real screenshots, whatever. Instead of doing what all these other people are doing, which is honestly giving false hope, I try to create the problem or acknowledge the problem, but then give a solution. You know what I mean? Like a real
Yeah.
life solution. So that is the reason why I have the product reselling and also the phone flipping,
Hmm.
right? Because these are two sources of income that I have that are the easiest just to jump into, you know?
Yeah, and very realistic as well.
Very realistic, right? Because it's like you can really see yourself going on offer right now, wherever you're at right now, tomorrow, making offers on offer. Somebody
Mhm.
gonna bite you using the money that you made from your paycheck to buy this phone and then selling it to a buyer. Or you going on our new website, which is hustlersstream.com, and you getting products to start an income stream, buying chargers for $2.50, selling them for 10. It's like these are all tangible, realistic things. And it's not
Mhm.
like I'm trying to sell you on a dream, right? I can't make your product sell. I can't make you make money, but what I can do is show you how I do it and then also give you the tools. So that's what I really try to do. I try to make sure that I'm giving you the tools. So one thing I will say is I remember hearing you say you wanted to start reselling, right?
Yeah, the first thing that the whole reason I came across your YouTube is I usually will take, like, broken phones and try to fix them for like $50 and then resell them, and then I'll get old AirPods or just try to do whatever. And then I saw that there was people, like, I guess scam. I have no idea, but it would pop up on my Snapchat and Instagram where there was so many AirPods, whatever. So I started researching it and realized that they're replica AirPods, and that, you could buy for a low quality and sell for high. But everything I come across of is just, it's kind of scarce for me to throw money at and get, you know, fake
Okay.
AirPods, and yeah, like something
All
like
right.
that.
I got you. So one thing I'll say, right? AirPods. We'll talk about that first, right? AirPods. This is like the elephant in the room everyone wants to talk about, which I understand, right? So I'll tell you this. The reason why my week was so hard, and you're probably actually the first person, even my girlfriend doesn't know this. So you're literally the first person. I don't think anybody knows about this. It's the first time I'm talking about it. I'm actually uploading a video talking about it, but you're the first person. So this week, I've made so much money on AirPods. Okay, we're talking about 100 plus thousand. on AirPod
Yeah.
replicas. And now banks started to look into me this week, and they're like, well, you can't bluntly just sell AirPod replicas. Like, you can't just, because on my website, I literally had AirPod Pro Gen 2 replicas, not even following my own instructions, you know what I mean, that I teach on my YouTube videos, more so just me getting cocky, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And they ended up saying, you know, you have to take your site down because you're basically selling counterfeit goods. And it's sort of kind of like, one of the reps told me from Wells Fargo, it's like me going into Walmart or Publix and me going to the Apple section and putting all of my products in front of the Apple products. And when people pick the product up and want to take it to the cash register, me intercepting them and then, you know, just making them, you know, pay me. And
Yeah, and
Apple,
that's the thing. Like, it's not that I've just been fixated on AirPods or anything. It's been about 1 or 2 years of just not being able to sleep, just trying to find something. Like, I started my own detail business. I just buy chemicals and clean people's cars for extra $100-$200. It's really just the help into that next step. I'm not really looking for like a product or whatever. I'm just really looking for like a mentor, just like, hey, like, this is where you need to go.
No, and I think that what you're saying is completely it's valid and it's something I can help you with. But one thing I will say too, right, is back on the AirPod, because there's a message behind it, right?
Yeah.
The fact of me getting cocky, me selling, me making a lot of money. Then UPS goes on a strike on like July 5th. UPS went on a strike. I already sent all of these AirPods to UPS. While my AirPods are in their warehouse, they go on strike, and now they don't have the staff to move the AirPods. I got customers like, yo, oh, I knew this was a scam. And
Right.
you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, like, that is not what it is. So then I even take more money out of my profit and go buy all new AirPods.
Right.
And then send them AirPods again. And they're like, well, why is it delayed? And so it's like, the reason I say this is because all money, the main message in this is all money isn't good money.
Exactly.
All incomes that make a lot of money aren't making you sustainable money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first thing we got to understand is the point of being a hustler, which I am very, very sure you are, is understanding that the way you really truly make money is not about your profit, it's more about the work that you have to put in. Now, let me explain. I got a friend that's a contractor and he busts his behind every day to make money. This guy has more money than me. He's in the, I think his business, one of his businesses make around $500,000 every 6 months. He's good. But every time I see him, he's in pain. And vice versa, me, I'm chilling, sitting back, relaxing, you know what I mean? Just vibing, you know, and making videos for a living, not having to, you know, lift a finger. But I can easily judge that person in the race and look at his success and like, oh man, I wish I had that, but he's working 10 times harder, and as soon his body's going to shut down. Right? So what I want you to envision, and I want you to look at it like this. When it comes to reselling, it's not about making the money at first. It's about establishing the brand, right? So one thing you said was with the editing, because I took notes while you were talking, by the way. When you're talking about editing, that is something even me personally I'm looking for. I'm looking for a personal editor. So for you to say that, it's like there's people out there that need that, right? And I'll tell you my pain points with editors. Is my pain point is I need an editor that can do a quick turnaround. You know what I mean? Because I know how to. I have Final Cut Pro on 5 MacBooks. I know how to edit my ass off if I really, really wanted to, but I don't want to. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'd rather not.
Exactly.
Like I used to edit crazy, but then it's like for 40 views, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? That's just the truth, right? But if I hire somebody and let my money work for me, then it's like it's more beneficial and it's a better presentation, right?
Yeah.
So we definitely could talk about that as well. And I just wanted to say that because there is a lot of people editing and there's a lot of people that can do it by themselves, but you have to really envision who you want to become your consumer. So AirPods, would I recommend you selling them? Yes, because they're quick money. They are. Would I recommend you getting infatuated with the profits? No. See, what I try to tell people is if you're going to sell AirPods, they'll sell like hotcakes. They will. But eventually, you're going to either see a slowdown or it's going to be to the point to where you're getting too cocky like and somebody stops you because you're going to make a lot of money. But it's all about making that money, taking that money you made and making that money work for you. So buying adapters, right? So I'll break down a key thing. You get this adapter for around $2.50 on hustlerstreams.com, right? If you buy 6. You get this adapter, you create an eBay account, Amazon account. Well, don't even create an Amazon account to start because that costs money. So create a eBay, create a Facebook marketplace, create an OfferUp, create an Etsy, because I'm killing them on Etsy. And you put bundles, not just one, but you like buy 3 for, if these cost $250, you know, it's going to be around $750 for 3. So you would say, all right, buy 3, get them for $11, right? $11 bundle, right? Customer pays for shipping. And now you're making like a $3 profit off of selling 3, right? But what you are doing is you're establishing some type of income and some type of brand. Now you got to put a name behind it, right?
Right.
Now, of course, you're not making a whole bunch of bread right now, but what you're doing is you're solidifying yourself, gaining reviews, gaining notoriety on platforms. So then as you see sales rolling in, you make that price $12, $13, $14.
Right.
You creep it up, right? And while you're doing that, you listing other stuff. You listing headphones. You listing adapters. You listing little things, and all of that stuff combined, you may be making $3 off of this. But if you have a bundle with iPhone 7 headphones and different things, you'll be able to accumulate more money, but also you're going to have a brand. And a lot of people that want to resell, they think about buying things just to make money, but they don't think about the brand. People buy into your brand more than they buy into your product because anybody can get an adapter anywhere. What's going to make them want to get? What is going to make them want to do your detailing business? What is going to make them want to actually choose you over the competitor? Except editing. What's going to make me want to say, "Hey, Cam, I want you to do my videos," right?
Right.
So that's where it starts. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just listening, but the best way I can describe whatever's going on is for example, with the detail business, I can kind of see like years down the future and be like, well, okay, if I get 10 cars a week, that's this much, and then this much, and blah blah, blah. And I get kind of stuck with myself. For example, with buying the adapters, I'll buy the adapters and then post them on OfferUp, and then after they're sold, it's like, do I go back, buy more for more numbers, and do I keep doing this? Like
Okay.
it's just it's kind of like you were talking about in your one video of how it's scary to like spend money. It is scary, but
So I'm gonna cut you off.
Learn from it.
Watch this. You are absolutely completely right. You want to know something? I'm gonna tell you something. So every time I buy AirPods from my wholesaler, I get scared. I lied to you not. I lied to you not. Okay.
Right.
You see this board right here? Every time I'm placing an order to buy these AirPods, every time, I lied to you not, I go over all of the money from the orders that I'm about to place. I'm going over what my profit will be like 10 times to try and double check to make sure I'm making a profit, because they are low and I'm only making like $1.50 profit, but it's like a lot of orders and I'm scared. That's why I do it, right? That's why I do it. And sometimes I don't even order the total amount. Sometimes I do it in batches, right? So right now I got on my wall different shipping labels with different batches. Like, okay, this batch is going to ship on this date. This batch is going to ship on that date, because I don't want to invest everything into it, right? Mm-hmm. Now, that's scary. But let me tell you something. When I think about it as an entrepreneur, instead of thinking about it as a consumer, then I start to really understand, hey, Brandon, okay, let's just say you get all these AirPods and you don't have one customer, everybody cancels. Let's say everybody cancels, Brandon. What do you do now? The regular consumer side of me is like, oh my God, I'm stuck with all these AirPods. But the entrepreneur side of me says, dude, you know how many assets that is?
Yeah.
You better go to a flea market and you better off these things for $40 each. Like, I walk up to somebody and say, hey, these are the best gens these are the best replica gens you ever saw in your life. They do everything that you need them to do. Show them, do all of this. You mean to tell me that I'm not going to make no money? I'm going to tell you something. Before these replicas, I had replicas that were crappy. I brought a bunch of them. I just got rid of them probably this year, but I brought them in 2014. But guess what?
Damn.
I sold them when I needed the money most.
Right.
And that's what I realized. So like, if you really have a fear of investing, which I don't think you do, but I think you're exposing yourself for the human side that we all have in us. We all are scared. You ever buy something you want? Like, I bought a PC, like I do gaming, and I bought a PC gaming system for around $3,000 when I didn't have it. I didn't have it to spend. I had other things I had to do. I was scared. But some way, somehow, I'm good. I'm still living. You know what I mean?
Okay,
and that wasn't even an investment. But now I use that computer for presentations, Zooms, business, and gaming. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So putting your money into an asset. Now we're talking about a physical asset. We're not talking about, hey, Cam, listen, I am a mentor and I'm going to charge you $1,000 every week for you to literally sit here and have a call with me every Friday. That's a waste of money.
Right.
Waste of money, right? Because what am I giving you that is doubling it to 2,000? You know what I mean? But Cam, what if I said, listen, I'm going to give you a product box for $150 every single week, 42 products. That means each product is going to be worth $3.50. I want you on every Monday to list every single product 10 times a day on X platform, MERCARI or Offer, whatever platform, every single day, and you make more money. Because now, guess what? Somebody in the world needs this.
Right. Shit,
right?
I need that.
But you get what I'm saying? So it's like somebody needs it, vice versa. Somebody doesn't necessarily need my coaching,
Right.
So don't be scared. Money is not meant to be saved. I'm gonna tell you that money is not meant to be saved. I learned this from somebody, a Chinese person, that I rented from at one point, and I painted the walls black. And he was like, hey, why are you painting walls black? I was like, what do you mean? Because I want to. Because they were like the chalk walls where you can write on them and stuff.
Right.
I was going to have all of my customers sign it. And he's like, don't do that. Don't do that. I was like, I'm doing it because I want to. And he's like, that's bad luck in Chinese or in China. I was like, I don't care. And then he would always drop by and just throw knowledge at me. And one day he was like, do you know how to treat money? And I was like, what you mean, do I know how to treat money? He's like, do you know that money is like a breathing, living organism? I'm like, no. Like, he's like, how much do you have saved? I was like, I got X amount saved. I got $100 saved. He's like, why do you have $100 saved? What is $100 doing for you? I'm like, sitting in my bank account for a rainy day. He said, okay, what happens after that rainy day? I said, And the reason that always stuck with me, right, is because whatever money you got in your bank account right now, even if it's $1, you mean to tell me that dollar shouldn't be working for you? Because
that's what I'm trying to figure out is the working for me part.
So the working for you part is really easy. It's simple, right? You need to find something. And I'm so real and so genuine. Like, understand this, because I don't want you to think I'm being disgenuine. I'm not talking about my products. It don't matter. You need to find something, right? Let's take a detail business for example. You buy the chemicals. how much does one thing of chemicals cost? It doesn't matter what it is. How much?
100 bucks.
Okay, let's say we get a jug of chemical for $100. That $100 that I put into that chemical, right? That $100 now is literally a living, breathing organism, something that literally is going to be taken. And now I spray that chemical on your vehicle for $10 every 3 sprays, or $10 a spray. But it's like now that $100 is doubling because that product I have is now being packaged and given to somebody that can't access it or doesn't have the knowledge to access it. So same thing with an adapter. If I put $2 from my check and 50 cents into this adapter, that $2 is literally turning into $7 if I sell it for 10.50 or 11, 12. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the problem, the reason why people are broke, the reason why our parents are broke, is because they don't understand how to treat money. Money is not meant to sit there, because banks use your money. When you have money in a bank, the banks are investing your money in the stuff.
Right. Exactly.
Why are we not? Why are we not?
Exactly.
Right? I keep cash and I keep money in my bank account. My cash, that's the cash that I use, and every week I hold myself accountable to making sure I flip it. Every week. This money needs to move, and the money in my bank account, that's the money that comes from Shopify and Stand, like all of these different places I have stuff coming from. And all of that money is then going into my bank account, and I'm buying AirPods, or I'm buying products, or I'm buying this. So all of that money is going out my bank account as soon as I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you've gotten rid of like the the hold on factor, and just like, I need to,
I need to spend it.
Yeah.
Because like my mom may be like, yo, Brandon, you got the money. Can you help me pay it? I'm broke, mom. I literally don't have no money. What the hell you mean you don't have no money? All my money is in products. I don't have any liquid. All my money is in assets. All my money is in products right now. You want to know why? Because if that money wasn't in products, and be honest with you, Cam, if that money wasn't in products, I would go to McDonald's and buy the Grimace shake or whatever that new shake is, or I would go to Chick-fil-A and buy me a chicken sandwich. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I would, but now I can't. Like, I can't take this to McDonald's and get me a milkshake. I can't. So this shows and helps you really maintain discipline. But also now I know for a fact the reason I don't have to go to work is not because I'm better than you, not because I'm better than the next person. It's because instead of me going to work, my money does. You know? So I hope that explains it a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely helped a whole lot. Just it's kind of different, just because I don't necessarily want the nicest house or the nicest car. It's just more about like finding the inner peace, and just, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know how to explain it, but
I get what you want to be
Yeah.
wealthy, and wealthy doesn't have anything to do with how much money you have. It really has to do with how comfortable you are when it comes to how you want to live. Some people don't want to have to worry about, hey, rent, or hey, I got to help my mom out. Some people want to just have enough. Some people don't want to have excessive amounts of money, and that's okay. Some people just want to have enough so they can live the way they want to live, right?
Right.
And I think that's where you're coming from. You don't want a mansion. That's not the point. The point is I want to be able to live to where I don't have to stress, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, no, that's never gonna happen. You're always gonna stress. Never gonna happen. But understanding what poisons to pick with your stress. When you have money, you got family problems. I'll tell you that right now. You got family problems. That's what happens. You got the money. Now you arguing with your mom and your girl and all of this other crap. But it's all about understanding how to pick your poison.
Yeah, and thank you a lot for this call, man. I can't even over exaggerate how important this call is to me. And the $50 definitely went to you, bro, and I really appreciate it, man. Like, honestly.
Listen, I appreciate you, and literally, what I want to do is tomorrow, what I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna try to get you into the community. And I want to get you in the community because I want you to, one, work with me. Like every Sunday we can tap in with each other, because I sort of kind of want to start something where it's not charged or anything like that. That's not my point. I don't want to. So I don't charge people because I want money. I charge people because I want people to care. And I
Right.
find that when I don't charge people, they literally play with my time
No, I can see that
all the time,
exactly.
all the time.
And these other advertisements and stuff like that, I've just completely ignored, and I've seen these whatever. Just I've literally been watching your videos, and I was like, damn, this dude he's a real ass dude.
No, and I appreciate it. I really do, and that really encourages me because I literally try to be me. Because before I would tell you this, I used to not be me. I used to be trying to be like everybody else and had a nice videos to where you see the words and I'm telling you you'll make $1 million. But then I started to realize that didn't appeal to me. You know what I mean? I want to
Yeah.
appeal to the people that literally want to have some type of connect, like somebody that actually
Yeah.
wants to fix it, you know? So I want to tomorrow, I'm going to wake up. And before I get on live, because I'm going live tomorrow, I want to try and send you a link to the community where you can get in. It's on Discord where you could just get in. And I want to tap in with you on Sundays. And just keep up to date and actually track the progress, especially when it comes to reselling. Because and when it comes to your businesses, I want to write down what your income streams are. And I want to write down what goals or what income streams you want to create. And the income streams that I can assist with, I want to assist you with. And I'll tell you something. It it's not about money for me. What it really is, and I tell everybody this, is about results. Like when you get the results and you share the results with me, I get paid. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And that's how I always wanted somebody I work with to be. So that's why I strive to try and be like that, because it's like, damn, if somebody really was depending on me to be successful, then how beneficial are they around me? Like they're ultra beneficial because I'm depending on you to be successful and you're depending on success. So it's like
Right.
we're both bringing something to the table. Um, and it's definitely obtainable as well, you know? So that's what I would do tomorrow. As far as the reselling aspect, the direction I would go if I was you is I want you to create a budget, right? And in your head, I want you to write down all of the income streams. Like you don't know how many times I stayed up off camera, all alone with this whiteboard, just mapping out income streams. Like, all right, I got this income stream, but it's not enough to pay rent. So I need to make this. I need to do this. I need to move this around, move that around. The past 2 days, I did nothing but sit inside this room. Nothing. On everything I love. No lie. All I did was sit in this room and work and not even eat. Right. So me doing that stuff was crappy. And I didn't want to do it. But then when I really wanted to quit and I really wanted to say, you know what, this can wait. Let me go play 2K or let me go and eat and do something. I really thought, hey, this is literally what it means to be an entrepreneur, and it comes with these downtimes, you know. So I want you to map out what your income streams are, whether it's you have a job, you got your detail business, you got your editing, and then I want you to map out. So on one column, map out what your income streams are, like the ones you currently have. Another column, I want you to map out the money that you owe, the bills you have, right? And I want you to add up how much money you've made from the detailing business within 3 months. So add 3 months together. So if you made $1 each month, that's $3. And then I want you to divide it by 3. And then put that number next to each income stream. Then I want you to do the same thing with your expenses and put that in that, next to each one in that column. And then I want you to think, okay, I want you to add it all up, and your expenses are going to be higher than your profits, most likely. Now, I want you to then turn the page over and write down what income streams you want, right? And then write down the bare minimum you want to get starting out. And what I want to do is I want to then take those income streams you want and map out a plan on how to get that done. Okay. And we can go over that on like a Sunday, because I say Sunday because it's like I'm way more open schedule wise on Sundays. And I want you to really start to get in tune with your goals, because I think that's the reason why you're in the position you're in right now.
Yeah.
Is because when you first started talking, you said it's like it's everywhere. Everything is everywhere.
Yeah.
I used to be like you, bro. Like I used to be trying to do everything.
Oh,
I tried socks, whatever. But that's not how it works. You have a purpose. You just got to sit your butt down, fail, and wait for your purpose to come out within your work ethic. You know what I mean? It's going to come. I promise you it's going to come, but it got to start with you having some type of boundaries or some type of goals. Because if the mathing ain't mathing, then you're going to have to stop that income stream, right?
Yeah.
If you putting too much into something and you ain't getting that out of it, it's icy Donny bun. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. You know? That's just how, like, I love basketball, but I don't get paid for it. So,
God,
you know what I mean? Like, I don't get paid for it, so I'm gonna have to cut that out. That's gonna have to be an extracurricular activity, you know? Like editing videos. If you don't edit videos right now, make money, that's fine. You can still put that as I want that to be an income stream. But if you go hard 3 months on that, hard, and nothing happened, that's not for you. It's not for you. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you something, Cam. That's what people fell at. People fell at understanding it's just not for you. Some things are just not going to work for you. You feel me? So that's where I would start. And I think that starting there is going to then put you in the right direction. It's not about buying products and stuff and buying AirPods or even starting businesses. It's really about getting right with you, with who you want to be, and putting yourself in the right direction instead of being sporadic and feeling like an octopus touching all of these things, but not getting what you want.
Oh God, bro. That was really helpful, bro. Oh God, that I appreciate that.
No problem, bro. No problem. That's why I'm here. And we have 1 minute and 47 seconds left. So I'm gonna say this. What I want to do again is we're gonna stay tapped in. We're gonna talk on Sunday, and we're gonna go over this. And what you're gonna help me with is you're gonna help me with your progression. But I'm gonna help you with is I'm gonna help you with how I plan, how I view things, and we're gonna try and not say that everything I say is low, because everything I say ain't low, everything I say ain't right. It may be right for me, but not right for you. So what I'm saying to you is not something I'm saying you should do this. It's more so saying, hey, this worked for me. Now take what I'm saying that worked for me and put it in your own way, right? And if you take it and it don't work, then that doesn't work for you. But it's a way to make sure that this works for you. Promise you that.
Got you, bro. Yeah, again, bro, I really just want to thank you, bro. And your videos have helped me a lot, man. I wouldn't even be following you, bro, if you wouldn't inspire me. And I'm sure you inspire other hundreds of people to think the same too, bro. And I really appreciate you taking your time out of your day, especially this late. I'm not sure what time zone you're in, but
it's 10:47, but it's all good, bro. If this cuts off, it ain't me. It's the timer. But
gotcha.
I appreciate you, man, and thank you for believing in me. And again, I did text you. I'm gonna send you my number because you didn't text me back. I don't know if I'm texting the right number. But
yeah, I texted another Brandon.
Oh,
yeah.
So what I'll do is I'm gonna just